Okay, it is actually crazy how much can change in like a week. So the video I posted about my roommate moving out that happened on Monday, and today is Friday of that exact same week. So many emotions, so many things. So first up, you remember how I told you I'm gonna get a job at my gym and I'm gonna get a free membership and it's gonna be all good? Well, the owner and the manager had a meeting today, and whoever or whatever was getting phased out is no longer getting phased out. Which, it's a tough thing because honestly, I love everybody that works there and I would feel really awful if I took somebody's job. But another part of me was like panic mode. We're all out for ourselves. I'm sorry I didn't purposely take your job, but like also like mine now. Whoops. No, honestly, I felt really awful and I was afraid that if I did take anybody's shifts, going into my gym, it was going to be a hostile environment, which I feel it. You're taking away from somebody's money. So I feel it, even though it's not intentional, I objectively can see why that may have been a problem. But with that being said, I'm not saying that is why my gym went against going with me. I'm just saying I already felt kind of bad about that. So maybe it's better that I'm not taking somebody's job. Aside from that, so when I reached out to the manager and I told her like, oh, I will take any shift, all the shifts. I'm freaking out. I'm like, I don't know what to do. I told her I'll take all the shifts. And then as the week was going on, I realized like, I don't even want a job. Do I understand that I need to get a job? Yes. However, I don't even want a job. Why am I trying to spend all of my days there when I literally only need like 1, maybe 2 extra clients a week to make it work? Like, that makes no sense. It's taking away from my business. It's taking away from my productivity. Like, it's just not it. So I just kept feeling awful about it. And I was telling myself, like, is it my ego? Is it like, what is it? Because they weren't having this meeting about if they were able to take me on as an employee until today, Friday. So I had all week to think about it. And so 2 days ago, I texted her because she offered me potentially Monday, Friday, Sunday. And I was like, yeah, good. And then as the week was going on, I was like, Sunday's tough because I'm off every other Sunday. I believe Sundays are for like family, getting the week together, just really like rest, do what you, I don't know. Like even though I work every other Sunday, when I can have it off, I think it's very important and good to have intentional time with the people you care about. So I thought like, oh, well, it's at 11. I get off at 11. So then I will still have enough time to have that intentional time or to take on clients for every other Sunday. Because again, it's a weekend day and weekend days are prime time for taking clients because people are off work. So they're available. So it literally looks like I'm not wearing pants. I promise you, I am. I'm still wearing what I wore to the gym at 5 o'clock this morning, and it is 3:54 in the afternoon. Yeah, all right then. We're just not going to talk about that. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, well, I don't want to commit to working Sunday every single week for who knows how long. I was like, okay. So then I texted her and I was like, okay, well, what if we just try like Monday, Friday and like see how that goes? And then she was like, not ignoring you, talking to owner on Friday. Like, I got you. So I'm thinking about that. And then like, I don't say anything else because again, like I understand I can't pick and choose what days I get to work. Like other people work there too. It's a business. I don't, I understand. I'm like thinking about this and I'm like, but Monday doesn't really sound that good either because, usually the holidays fall on Monday, like President's Day and like all those holidays. And when those holidays are off, that makes for a long weekend. And when it's a long weekend, my fiance's off and then we can do stuff. So I don't know. So I'm just like getting this like really bad gut feeling that I don't want to get a freaking job. And I've told you this before when I applied for a job, got hired, and then backed out last minute. Like something in my soul just tells me that I just cannot get a job. I cannot work for anyone else ever again. Ever since like losing my job unexpectedly 2 years ago, I'm like scarred. Like, no, absolutely not. And so fast forward to today, present time, I got told that they do not have a position for me at this moment and that if things do change that they will let me know, but at this time no. Yeah, so I didn't want to get a job, and if I was going to get a job, this was like the best job that I could have got. So that's cool. So do you want to know what I did? Because we are transparent with each other. We are besties on here. So you know what I did as soon as I got that news? I went to sleep. I took a nap. Because didn't want to think about it. Didn't want to worry about it because I thought that was the answer to all of my problems. Because I also, if I got that job, I not only wouldn't be making extra money, but the biggest savior in all of this is I would have gotten a free gym membership. Yeah, and my gym membership is it's like $150. So that would have saved me a lot of money. But it's fine because it's just making me push harder. It's making me just trust the process and be positive and hustle more. And I did the math to like really like, this is my thing. When I get scared, I don't want to think about it. I stay delusional and like, this is really, really bad. But like when I first lost my job like a couple years ago and I was like scared that we weren't gonna have enough money, sometimes I just like wouldn't check my bank account because I was scared that there just wouldn't be enough on there. So I just didn't want to look. And that's like really, really, really bad. I don't need you to tell me. So with that being said, getting this news on Monday, I did not do the math to actually know like how much money I need to make, how many clients I need to take in order to make this work. I just knew that I was going to be having to pay an extra $185 because that is what my roommate is no longer paying. So then I just put in my head that I at least need that much more. But I did the math and I don't think I'm as far behind as I thought because I need $370 a week. And when I was doing the math, so my cheapest service is $160, which is a facial, which some people do just get facials, but very rarely do they just do their face. They usually do body or they do face and body. So just face is $160 and I need a total of $370 a week. So let's just say there's no reason that this should happen, but let's say all week, the entire week, 7 days out of the week, and I only get 3 clients out of those 7 days, only 3 clients, and they all only get a facial, which is my cheapest service. So if I only take 3 clients out of, okay, let's just take a moment real quick. I did my nails yesterday and tell me why when I was massaging, they all just literally fell off. So if I take 3 clients in 7 days and they only get a facial, which is $160, and I need to make a total of $370 a week, keeping in mind, I understand I have home rent, I have bills, I have gym membership, I have all of that stuff. But if we're only thinking about the suite and I just need to make $370 a week, if I took 3 clients at $160 each with only a facial, this is the bare minimum, I would make $480. Okay, so doing that math, very rarely are all of my clients going to get the cheapest service. A lot of them, want to work inside their body, their digestion, all of that. But 3 people out of 7 days, and I still make extra money because I need $370 and I would make $480. Would it make it very, very tight? 100%. But I think that I've actually been able to afford the rent on my own longer than I realized. And it's still scary. I still don't feel like necessarily like better about it. But doing the math, like logically, like it makes sense. Like I should be able to afford this without a job. I think where I'm really nervous is the weeks where it's like dead. Like usually there is no reason to get 3 clients a week. Like there's no problem to get 3 clients a week. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, 9.5 out of 10, they get more than just the face. But I think what scares me is on the weeks where it's like dead because like school's out, the moms are busy, it's right after Christmas and everyone already spent their money. Like those type of times are the times that I'm like really, really anxious for. But I'm thinking, since I know I'm going independent in like 30 days and I know that those slow times come, I just really, really got to do my best to save as much money as possible for when those slow times come so I'm not stressed. Because I don't know, but I know if I can make it over this, like I'm going to feel so good, so accomplished, and I'm turning 30 in like 5 months, so maybe this is what I needed. Like this is the big last push I need before I turn 30 and really just make this business just like pop off. But I'm anxious. I feel like my life is like a dark blur right now, but I know we're gonna come out of this better. And like I'm a little excited. I've been like trying to design my room a little bit, I don't know, and like really create my own space and like make it exciting, because I think in my head it was framed as like she gets to go independent now. But it's like, so do I, because we're roommates. When she goes independent, I go independent. So I just need to reframe my brain to see it as a positive, as something exciting, something moving forward, growth, milestone, all of those things. I mean, you just have to trust, and I can't give up. And I'm not going to give up. And I actually, just real quick, I'm gonna close out this video in a second because I'm just gonna close it out. I don't know, I don't need to give a reason, I'm just gonna close it out. But I was checking my email before filming this video, and another workout facility that I've been a pop-up at before actually reached out to me and said that they're going to have this collaboration with this local fitness lady, and she's bringing her whole community to the studio, and she was wondering if I would like to do a pop-up there so I could meet her community, share my services and all those things, which is really, really incredible because not only am I getting introduced to a new group of people I can build into my community, but aside from that, that just goes to show I've literally been feeling like a failure, like nobody remembers me, like I just suck. And little did I know, this whole business has me on their mind, thinks I'd be a great addition to their event, wants to introduce me. Like, things are always going on behind the scenes, and you just have to keep working even when it's hard, even when it's discouraging, even if you have to cry, take a nap, take a break for a second. Don't give up, keep pushing forward, because I'm getting an opportunity. This opportunity is in March, the end of March, and it's literally the end of February. So it's like, just keep trying. Don't stop believing in yourself. It's okay to feel discouraged sometimes, but like, don't let that stop you, because you had that feeling, you had that idea for a reason. And if it's not working out, you just gotta pivot. You can't give up. You just gotta pivot. So, yes. I'm gonna close out this video now. I'm getting sweaty. It's actually warm today for the first time ever. It like rained at the beginning of the week, and now it's warm, and I'm so excited because I'm a summer baby and I finally can like wear more clothes. I feel like I wear the same sweatsuit every single day because I'm just freezing and I want to be cozy. It is 74 degrees right now. That is so exciting. I just lost my phone in the back seat. So I love you all so much, and until next time, bestie, bye.